Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to be discussing, does Recon need nerfing here in Black Ops 6? And what do you mean by Recon? I'm talking about the perk, of course, not specifically a perk, but the speciality perk that you get for putting on all the blue perks in this game. We're going to be talking about the issues surrounding Recon, what Recon does, and what needs to change, either be fixed, or even possibly be removed from the game at this point, because Recon is an unbelievably crazy overpowered speciality perk in this game for many reasons. So what I'm going to show you guys causes this, which is all you have to do to actually be able to take advantage of this, if you guys didn't know, is use the same color perks. Doesn't matter which blue perk you use in each category, as long as you have 3 blue perks, which you do get some nice perks such as Ninja, which is quite useful, Ghost as well, Forward Intel, Tracker, Engineer, Vigilance, and Cold-Blooded all have useful, things that they can do. But the reason you'd want to use all these perks is for Recon itself. And Recon, as you can see, says this: enemies can be seen through walls for a short time after a respawn. A HUD edge indicator flashes when an enemy is outside your view. So it's kind of like things from previous, like other Call of Duties had this as a perk. But basically, if people were off your screen and could see you, you'd get a flash indicator on your screen, either on the left, the top, the right, or the bottom, saying that someone's looking at you from a certain, somewhere on the minimap somewhere. Well, somewhere on the map is looking at you. And finally, leave no death skulls when killing enemies, which is also quite useful, but not overly useful. But I'm going to load up into a game here and show you kind of the big issue with this perk. You guys may have already seen it, but if you haven't already, I'm kind of going to showcase it just in case, so you guys can kind of understand the big issues with this perk. And of course, we will cut to some gameplay in a second, like proper gameplay, and discuss this Recon perk. As you can see, we're already spawning in before the game started. You can see it shows up the red right there. You saw it for a brief second, people showing up in red, and we'll do it again. We load it up. Oh, it didn't get any there, but I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to let the bots kill me, and you're going to see the big issue with this perk right here. So if I just come through here, hopefully a bot will be around the corner, just like that. And as soon as it kills me, when it can kill me like that, I'm going to respawn. Now, as you spawn, as you can see, you get crazy amounts of information from this one speciality. And what did I do to earn this? Nothing. I just died, okay? I got rewarded for dying, and I got to see exactly where everyone was on the map. So that's the showcase of what Recon does. I'm now going to cut to some gameplay and discuss the problems with Recon, what issues it's causing, how it can be fixed, and kind of ask for you guys' opinion too. So we're going to cut to some gameplay, and we'll talk about Recon further. Right, and welcome back, people. And now we are going to discuss Recon and the issues it is causing in Black Ops 6. This is a unbelievably broken perk, well, speciality that they've added to the game. Of course, I did praise Treyarch for kind of making these sort of things and saying that this was causing people not to use overpowered, like, perks itself. However, it's not the perks themselves that are actually overpowered. It's the speciality that is being given in this game, that is Recon, that is causing some major issues. And as you guys saw, it is built-in wall hacks, okay? You can literally be a hacker for a couple of seconds, okay? Maybe even longer if you end up getting killed off a spawn by someone else using Recon, because obviously we have things like a face-off playlist where you literally spawn next to people and can instantly die and just constantly have, that red marker showcasing every single person on the map. So the issues surrounding Recon. Why is Recon such a big issue? Why does it need nerfing in Black Ops 6? Well, for starters, there is 0 counters to it in this game. There is no counters. You can't throw a smoke. You can't put on Cold-Blooded. There is 0 counters to this perk. I can't understand why, except for one possible reason as to why this has no counters, because everything else seems to have a counter in this game. You can counter most things in this game. But for some reason, this Recon ability has 0 counters to being able to see people through walls as you spawn, which is absolutely insane. And with how small these maps are, there is no way of avoiding it. There is nothing you can do to stop someone from seeing you through the wall, having a built-in wall hack for free. Is this to deal with the fact that obviously there's going to be cheaters in this game? Probably not, but obviously most people are going to see it as that. You can fight the hackers with your own sort of built-in hacks, I guess. But the other issues with obviously being unable to be counted is people are being rewarded for dying. Like, you are going to get free information and a chance to kill someone just through simply dying. And obviously this does come across as being something that is specifically built in my opinion, it has been specifically built and put into the game to help bad or lesser players, lesser skilled players have that chance of killing someone, and the problem is it's way too good. And the other issue is, even if this was built for lesser skilled players to be able to take advantage of views, of course this is also usable by good players. As you can see in the gameplay, that guy knew where I was because he had the information. I was sitting there wondering, you know, what was going on and stuff, but he knew, he had the information on me, and I couldn't do anything about it. No ghost, no ninja, no cold-blooded, does not matter. There is zero counters to it in this game. So that's already the biggest issue with this speciality bonus and speciality perk. People are being rewarded for getting, you know, beaten up on, right? And that's the problem with Call of Duty. I feel like that's happened quite a few times now over the years. The developers have always tried to make something to allow the lesser players to fight their way back in. Call of Duty is Call of Duty. You're either good or you're not, right? If you're not good, you get good. That's simple as that. This perk shouldn't exist. I want to talk about like possibly nerfing it, and I say it should be nerfed because I don't see Treyarch removing it. As much as I think it should be removed, and you guys let me know down below, do you think this perk should even exist? Do you think this speciality just needs to be removed from the game entirely? I personally do. It could even just have that bit of it removed. The only problem is it would then make that speciality pretty much useless, and no one would use it. And I think everyone would then start switching over to the red perks, which isn't crazy. There's nothing broken about the red perks being put all together because the speciality for that isn't anything crazy. But I don't think people would put all blue perks on and try and use this speciality anymore if this ability was removed. The only reason people are using this recon ability is because of the fact of the wall hacks. They don't care about the fact that you can see people, you know, it gives you an indicator when someone's off your screen and is looking at you from left, right, or forward, backwards. No one's using it for that. They're using it for the bit and wall hacks. And if you aren't using it, you know, you're at a disadvantage. Like, I haven't been using it. I don't personally like using it. I want to use other perks and stuff. But I feel like there's a point where you have to use it. The face-off playlist has become unbearable because of this. And because this game has a lot of wall bang spots as well, you could just be shot through the wall as soon as someone spawns because someone has this perk. It is absolutely insane. So as much as I'm saying it should be removed from the game, I don't think this is something that'll happen. I don't think they'll remove this ability after putting so much time and work into having it in the game. Maybe unless there's an absolute outroar and outpouring rage about this, then maybe they might actually remove it from the game, or this part of the ability that needs to be removed. But I can only see them nerfing it. So what can they do to nerf it? What can they do to actually nerf this? Some people, I'd imagine, would say to have a counter, like have a perk for it. But then I think some people will argue, well, maybe then it would just be useless in that way because then people would just use that perk. I think there should be a counter. That's the one big issue. I think step number one, this has to have a counter. Cold-blooded or something needs to be able to counter this to be able to stop yourself from having to. You should have a way of dealing with this. I feel like people should just get a free chance of killing you because they died. That is rewarding someone for not being good at the game, and I don't understand that sentiment whatsoever. Like, you want to get good at the game, people are just going to choose not to get good at the game. You know, camo challenge is going to be super easy. People are going to get those free headshots because you can just be able to see someone and get ready to line up that headshot for people. But there's also the possibility that I've seen a good suggestion where someone said, instead of it allowing you to see through the walls like a wall hack, that the mini-map kind of becomes like a hater for like those 2 seconds instead. This is something I can get behind. I think that's something that isn't too crazy. 2 seconds of like a hater as soon as you spawn, like on the mini-map, you can see the direction of people and stuff for 2 seconds. I think that's a good like way of changing it. I think that's a good perfect balance. There's still some good key information you can get. Yes, you're still getting rewarded for dying, which I still don't agree with, but I can't see Treyarch changing this. I do think this has been built for the lesser skilled player to take advantage of, but obviously the good players are taking advantage of this as well, and with good players taking advantage, it becomes even more unbearable with this speciality in the game. But you guys let me know down below, what do you think needs to happen to the recon perk in Black Ops 6? Do you think it needs to be nerfed? Do you think it needs to be removed entirely, or just completely reworked how it works in Black Ops 6? Let me know down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.